Welcome to episode 107 of the Houston Roundball Review presents Folks Talking Sports. I am, of course, Kris Gardner, owner of the Houston Roundball Review. And joining me, if you're watching on the big screens, is my brothers, A.D. Adolphus Moore from the Admans Corner. How are you, Mr. Moore?
Good afternoon, sir. How you doing, KG? I'm doing outstanding, man. Just came back from the Texas camp practice, press of the day, getting ready for the
We'll
week.
talk about that, yes, sir. And last but not least, one of the original part of the big three. Yes, can I say that? So I get in trouble?
No.
Part of the big three? Well, said it twice. Excuse me, Brother Q. Brother Willy Gibson from Ohio, how are you, sir?
I'm wonderful, sir. Happy Labor Day to everybody. How are you?
You as well. And it's gonna be hot tonight. So get ready, enjoy this mellow vibe. We'll be right back in 20 seconds. And we're back. And I want to say this. I didn't know this until either Sunday or Saturday. The Houston Roundball Review YouTube channel has accumulated a total of over 4 million views.
Wow. Congrats, my brother. Congrats.
4 million.
One more again. 4 million views.
Nice.
Over 3,000 videos. Of course, one of those counts for like 25% of that, Russ, talking about Pat Bev. But still, that's my channel. Over 4 million views on the Houston Roundball Review YouTube channel. Now, don't you think I'm going to toss that number out to advertisers? Don't you think? I had a brother today say, Kris, man, you wasted your time talking about that, man. You said 4 million views. Let's do this. So I said, okay. So going forward, cross your fingers and toes, Miss Wanda Polk. Thank you very much, Queen, for supporting the Houston Roundball Review as long as you have. She's done a lot for us in a short time, so much appreciated to her. Thank you very much. Okay. Tony M, thank you as always. Tony M is like the prince or / king of the supporters of the Houston Roundball Review. I'm going to go here. Yes, I am.
Uh-oh.
I saw Brother Mark Spears say he posted on Threads and probably on X as well that Colorado's win over TCU was the biggest win in college football history.
Wow.
And I'm like, no. No.
Wow.
It's big, but let's not get carried away.
Yeah.
Okay, but your thoughts on the Buffaloes win at TCU on Saturday?
For me or AD?
Who wants to go first? Who wants to go first? Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. What I'll say is, in the words of Bart Scott, it's going to be a long season for all the non-believers. I'll say that. It was a big win, without question. I mean, Coach Prime came in, and, I mean, from day one, the doubters, the naysayers, he can't do this. He's a caricature. He's a media personality. He's this, he's that, everything but a coach.
Yep.
And I think in game one, mind you, yes, it's game one, but that man coached. He coached. 83 new players? And I don't want to hear he revamped that roster within the rules.
Correct.
The rules that are available, the opportunity was available to everyone. As a matter of fact, Texas State beat Baylor on Saturday. They had the third most.
Thump them. Yep.
Right.
Yep.
They had the third most. So for all of this, he won. I mean, his son and Shedeur Sanders is not the quarterback of Colorado because he's Deion's son. He was a 5-star recruit, recruited by Alabama, recruited by Florida, recruited by Miami. Check me.
Yeah.
Pull it up. Google it. He was a 5-star recruit wanted by several Power 5 programs. So, I mean, but all that being said, I love Mark Spears to life, but I can't go as far as saying it's the biggest win in college football history. Huge win. Got another one this week, the home opener against Nebraska, but definitely he closed a lot of mouths. And as I heard somebody said, he had a CBS length receipt for everybody going forward. So,
Mr. Moore, what say you, sir?
No, it was not the greatest victory in college football. That's a show for another time. Was this an outstanding victory? Yeah, when he was a 21 point, about a 3 touchdown underdog,
yep.
And not only
if I were a gambler man, I'd have took those points because I was certain of that.
Oh yeah,
sure.
I mean, if we're being a gambler, any kind of gambler, yeah, we take that. But here's the thing about it: that was a total lack of disrespect for what they had done, and it's like Willie had alluded to it. A lot of this had to do with it's Deion. You know, it was the devaluation of could he recruit, what could he bring to the table, and all the other things. Do you go back and look at that staff that he has assembled? Okay. That's not a chump change staff, folks.
Agreed.
I mean, his offensive coordinator left a head coaching position just to become an OC under Deion.
Correct.
2 hours from me. 2 hours from me.
I mean, think about that. He left a head coaching position to become an offensive coordinator under Deion Sanders. Yep. And as far as the players that he has assembled, I'm waiting for somebody to say what he had done outside of the rules. Because the rules as they now stand, you can use NIL, and I don't give a damn what Tommy Tuberville and them trying to propose up in Washington, D.C. What you need to do is take that tag off those generals and let them go and do their business. And all of a sudden now you trying to go legislate NIL and everything else. Especially this guy, when he jumped up and left recruits at the table when he was trying to recruit them at one school going to another school. No, I mean, who are you? The hell are you to be trying to tell somebody about trying to legislate them? But back to the game at hand. To me, guys, this was something we had already seen. The bottom line, Deion Sanders does not fit the mold that what quote unquote what we think a coach is supposed to be. But the thing about it, he has won, and so as far as I'm concerned, only Deion could be. I mean, a person of Deion's caliber and his persona is the one who could pull this off. Everybody can't pull that off.
No. Oh, correct. He's not for everybody.
No, he's not. No, he's not everybody's cup of tea. Sometimes he's not my cup of tea.
Agreed. You know me either. Yep.
You know, but the
as
thing
Willy
about
Gibson knows.
Yeah. But the thing about it, you got to respect. If you're true to yourself, you got to respect the man and the job that he's done. And I'm going to tell you something right now. If Nebraska walks in there into Boulder, and they walk out with their tails hanging between their head again, Matt Rule might be looking for him a job. You know, he think about that because he lost
2 games in.
No, I mean,
but
he just got there.
Yeah,
they're not the favorite. I'm gonna check the score line if I can real quick.
No, Colorado's a 3-point favorite.
Yeah, I thought it'd be more than that. See, yeah.
Well, but bottom line, hey man, this was a very interesting game. There are some players out there, and you know what? Let's face it. I know a couple of guys that if they weren't on the Heisman watch, they should be right now.
Travis Hunter and Shedeur Sanders.
Yeah, Hunter and Sanders, they better be on the Heisman watch right now. No,
and let me say,
buts.
As a first-year head coach on the D1 level, you have basically you can bring in turnover, have a huge roster turnover. That's part of the rules as a first-year head coach.
Yep.
Deion took advantage of that rule. The coach of Texas State did the same thing. You said he was the third most transferred at Texas State, brought in transfers and smacked Baylor around, put Dave Aranda on the hot seat in Waco with the quickness. All those things. And I'm going to say this. If you covered, followed Jackson State, Deion the last few years at Jackson State, Shedeur Sanders at Jackson State, Travis Hunter at Jackson State, you saw the talent and the ability there at that level. So I'm shocked. I could not believe he looked this good. So you do your homework. Go ahead, Willie. What are you going to say?
Travis Hunter was the #1 recruit in the country committed to Florida State.
Yeah,
correct.
Deion flipped him.
And who got upset?
Oh,
Nick Saban got upset.
Absolutely. And for all the NIL stuff, the crazy part about it, Deion is not a fan of NIL. He'll tell you. He is not a fan of NIL. He is not a fan of the NIL movement at all. So
he promotes himself and the program.
And
that's what he's telling these kids.
Yep.
Come play for me. I believe in you. I chose you to come help this program win football games.
Exactly.
And then everything will take care of itself.
And what's the goal of most college football players? What's
the pros.
What's their goal?
Get to the pros. Get to the next level.
Why would you not go to a first ballot Hall of Famer to get you to the league? Makes sense to me.
And this is true. And Florida State fans are salty.
Yeah.
That he flipped Travis Hunter.
Yeah.
But there's some things, and I'm agreeing with Tony M on part of it. I'm not a huge Deion fan. Deion is too flashy for me, for the most part. That's not my style.
Sure.
Okay. Sure. But he's his own brand, coach brand. We've said Deion way too much probably for his liking during this first 10 minutes of the show. He's Coach Prime because that's the brand of, he's Coach Prime. But he's getting it done. Colorado loves him. Remember when they hired him? Was it the president or the chancellor said, we can't afford him right now?
Yeah.
We can't afford him. They can afford him now because the money
million.
rolling in. It's
28
million
in contributions to the athletic program since they hired him.
Yes. So it's one game.
And plus he's coming back to the Big 12.
Which Brett Yormark is probably cheesing. Oh, yeah, we got this. I'm not sure for how long because Willie, as you know it, AD, you know, Miss Wanda, you know, Tony M, one of my phrases that I love to say, big bank, take little bank. So if some bigger program comes calling in a couple years, well, Coach Prime may go somewhere else. But for now, this season, Colorado is enjoying the moment, enjoying the vibe. They're favored over Nebraska, which I think they can beat Nebraska. I doubt they'll score as many points because I think Nebraska's defense is better than TCU's defense. But Nebraska can't. Their offense is still garbage. Based on what I saw, it's garbage.
If Travis Hunter he might have 5 picks on Saturday.
Travis Hunter is Superman. It's been a long time since a guy played 100+ snaps total in a football game.
I don't even think
and didn't look tired.
Rob Woodson didn't play that many snaps when he was at Michigan, man. Come on, think about that.
I mean, that was just amazing to see. So salute to them for the win. They got to stay grounded because all week building up, think they're the best thing in the world.
Yeah.
Nebraska is underdog. Nebraska, new coach. Hey, they don't think we're going to win. It's us against the world, that whole mentality. They're going to take us for granted, take us lightly. Those things happen. It's human nature. Colorado, hey, we're big stuff now. Look at us. Everybody loves us. Just take one little slip up, a couple turnovers here and there. Didn't come up with a loss. I told you Deion couldn't coach. See, he ain't nothing. See, just week to week, all those things. You never know what happens in sports.
Yep.
Well,
AD Moore.
You're only as good as your last headlines. You know the way this works, guys.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But can you imagine ESPN, ABC, and this is way, way down the line. Can you imagine, based on Saturday's performance and then Sunday, can you imagine a bowl game matchup between Florida State and Colorado?
Ooh.
The hype around that matchup, the ratings numbers for that matchup would just, oh my goodness gracious, man.
Yep.
That would be must-see TV because of the hype.
Take a little further, Florida State and Alabama. Or I'm sorry, Colorado and Alabama. Nick
Saban, the
Aflac commercials.
Yeah.
There will be so many commercials in that game. There was a whole bunch of commercials in Sunday's game too. Man, I lost count how many commercials. But Saturday in the CU-TCU game, Coach Prime commercials everywhere.
Yeah.
Every other spot was Coach Prime commercial.
And broke out the new Aflac commercial. And I mean, that's the one we saw. I mean, I'm not sure how many they got in the can for this year. Remember, we saw it was about 3 or 4 different Aflac commercials last year with Nick Saban.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really sure how many Aflac commercials they got in the can this year, but to tell you what, they utilized that Buffalo real quick in that commercial.
Didn't it?
But I want to say, Aflac, if y'all watching, See this upper right corner right here where it says your ad here? We've gave y'all 3-4 bits of shine first 15 minutes. You come correct, put that. I can see the wire info. If you just want to wire that money to us, come part of the show, be a sponsor of Folks Talking Sports. Got the mugs. I'm thinking about launching some shirts too.
You already
with a little
got
stuff on the back. So,
yes.
Some FTS shirts. I might be in the works too. So I got some. Hey, I got plans for the Houston Roundball Review Media Group because Big 12 football is here. Big 12 hoops is around the corner. Media Day for Big 12 is October, like 5 weeks away. I better come up, get on this train. One more time, if you're late. The Houston Roundball Review YouTube channel has had over 4 million views since its inception. 4 million views. Get on board. Since Tony M bringing it up, I'm gonna shift some gears. Dean not gonna get that Dana love.
Is there Dana love? I'm unfamiliar.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Brother Gibson, you said you saw the game. You saw the Cougs game Saturday against UTSA. What are your thoughts?
I did. I did watch it. What are my thoughts? What's my man number 0 for UTSA?
Frank Harris.
Oh man, I feel for that kid. He imploded in the second half.
3 straight picks.
3 picks. Yeah.
3 passes, 3 picks.
Yeah. And he's like a 7th-year player. Did I hear it right?
He is, in the words of Coming to America, he's 105 years old. Yeah.
You met him one time? Yeah.
I bumped into him on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
105 years old.
I thought you thought he was somebody else, right?
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. I thought it was AD Moore. He said, no, AD, how old is Frank Harris? Between me and you.
Yeah.
Frank Harris, 105 years old, man. He's 105 years old.
Yeah, but that I mean, so outside of that, Donovan Smith, he was decent, for his debut. Where's the DB from that had the picks? He's a transfer.
East Carolina. Malik Fleming. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Malik Fleming. He looked decent. So it was a good showing. A good debut showing in the Big 12 for Houston.
It was a win, 17-14. It was methodical. It wasn't pretty.
Yeah.
It's a W. Ask Baylor fans what they want to win ugly or lose pretty.
So what's the fan reaction like after that 17-14 win?
For the most part, a lot of folks are happy. Okay. The fans were more upset at the missed opportunity by UH Marketing, UH Athletics, for not making the Love You Houston Columbia Blue jerseys available for purchase.
Yeah, I was going to say something about that because my man said it on Thursday.
Yeah,
the content. I'm like, why are you having a drawing for one? Like that.
That pissed off some folks who bought tickets prior, and they're like, hold up, why am I spending more money and I can't get a jersey if y'all got a promotion for a drawing to possibly win a jersey?
Right.
So that didn't go over well. But the jersey promotion, millions of hits on the platforms. National media talked about it for like a 12-hour time frame on Thursday. Folks are like, hey, man, when I buy this, where can I buy it? Oh, it's not for sale. What? It's not.
Yeah, they dropped the bag. Big time.
Well, here's the deal, guys. At least from what I read, I think the NFL gave them a call, Saturday morning they got a call from the NFL office because they were getting too close to the old Oilers uniform. Now, there's some changes in there. But for the most part, those uniforms are almost a total replica, except for the helmets. But the jerseys themselves were almost a replica of the Oilers from the pattern and the color, the patterns and the color. The Houston Cross. No, that was not the Oilers, but that Oilers that Love You Blue. And my understanding, they had gotten a call from the. That's one of the reasons why they were somewhat hesitant about going ahead and marketing and putting them up for sale. They hadn't got the thing about it. If you were going to do this, and let's face it, U of H have turned out some pretty stout lawyers, man. They couldn't have found some people to go do some trademark work on that.
Thank you. That's where I'm going. Y'all did not
sense.
clear all this stuff with the league NFL prior to doing this, because the spin from Chris Pesman, AD, Dana Holgorsen himself, they were surprised at how much love from the players. The players were hyped about the uniforms. They were surprised at how much love and attention they got from alums and fans. And I'm thinking to myself, Chris Pesman, you played football at UH years ago. You were here in Houston around Love Your Blue, Houston takeover, Oiler takeover. And yet you were shocked at how much the people love the Columbia Blue? Come on, man. Really? Come on.
Yeah. Yeah, that's bad. That's hustling backwards.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You could have cleared it with the league office. You could have run by the league office and said, okay, we're looking at, okay, this looks, well, guys, this looks too much like the Oilers. Okay, what changes do you want us to make? We'll do this. Okay, done. And once you do that, can we sell them? Yep, you sure can. Make this happen, man.
Yeah.
Make this happen.
Yeah.
The problem right here, Joe Mendes said right, they didn't think ahead.
Yep.
Because before I spoke with Mr. Garrett Classy on the Houston Roundball Review Thursday on the lunch break on Roku, courtesy of the BS3 Network. Thank you, A.G. Jones. Thank you very much. Before I spoke to him, and to his credit, he came on high noon, started the show. I found out like 11:30. Yeah, Chris, they're not for sale. I'm like, what? Yeah, they're not for sale. They're not available for purchase. Because I had friends and alums. Yo, man, like 11 o'clock, 10:30. Can we buy these? Are these for sale? Well, come on, Chris. Now, tune in 12 o'clock. Oh, okay, come on, man. Really? Tune in at 12. And then after the segment, oh no, man, we can't buy these. So there's some bootlegs out there.
Is it?
I saw. Oh yeah, some bootleg. I saw.
I know. I'm being
putting out there.
Facetious. I know.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, for the clock ran out at the fourth quarter, they already had the bootleg.
There were some fans wearing bootleg at the game on Saturday. Already from Thursday to Saturday. And there's some overseas stuff that I saw someone else. I already put my order in overseas. Missed opportunity. Joe telling the truth right here, right there. Speaking facts. Bootleg. So even if the NFL had some issues, clear up those issues beforehand. Once they're good, put that stuff on sale. Tony M. right there. Sad but true. No other school would have dropped the ball like that.
No.
Sad but true.
Chris, yeah, you verified, because I read that Pesman wanted to go ahead and do it at this game because he heard some other school locally was getting ready to do the same promotional deal, and he didn't want to get caught behind the gun. But he still got caught behind because you can't sell them.
Yeah, I didn't hear that part because the teams, the jerseys were unveiled to the team like Monday or Tuesday. So they already saw the jerseys earlier in the week.
Right.
Because they teased it on the social media, like on Instagram and X. So Pesman unveiled them to the squad earlier in the week. So I'm not sure if that's because of another team doing it. I don't believe so, but it's possible. But still, they were not prepared to make them available for purchase. Caps, socks, something.
Huh.
Nope, none of that. None of that. That's money lost.
So the players didn't know till week of game week. No one.
It was posted on the gram like Tuesday. You know, went into the locker room with the box of the jerseys, opened up the box. Players are hyped up, and then they didn't show the audience why they were hyped. So they were like, tune in on Saturday to see what this is about.
So let me ask you this: when if we know, do we know when they even came up with this idea to honor the Love You Blue? When did that?
According to Garrett Classy, It's before he got there. So that's in June. So it was being discussed prior to June. Okay. So they had enough time, based on what he said right there to me, to hammer all this stuff out.
Okay.
Get it clear with the NFL. Get it clear with whoever need to be straight on it.
Okay.
And put this ready for purchase.
Yeah.
City, state, national, global. Folks would have bought this stuff up, put in the orders at minimum, make it available to order.
Yeah.
If not available at the stadium to buy. Say, go to this website and place your orders, and you'll get them in 2 weeks, whatever, something. But to not be available for purchase?
Yeah. Oh,
well, they missed a golden opportunity to shake the goose that had to lay the golden egg, because well, in this case, the blue egg.
Yeah, and let's be clear, Miss Wanda is correct, and Garrett Classy said it again, and you can go to the YouTube channel to see it on Roku, either one. He also mentioned that it's not just the Columbia blue of the Oilers, it's also the color of the old Houston police officers' cars. Because years ago, those were, and I forgot about that. So that's true too.
That's true. Yeah, exactly right, Chris. They had a old Ford custom police car. Remember, Ford made the custom police car. Then they had the Dodge one. They had a Dodge and a Ford, and they had the old powder, that old Columbia blue. That was the police. That was the Houston Police Department's color. Their shirts were blue like that, and they had the dark trousers. Whereas now they have the all dog navy blue trousers, or dark, it's navy blue trousers.
Now Joe Mendez says he heard they weren't going to let anybody know until the team ran out onto the field. That was the initial plan, but they put it on social media, on Twitter and X, and announced it. Carl Lewis was the voice of the clip,
right,
of the promotion. It blew up. Fans, alums, media were hyped.
What's the benefit of not letting anyone know till the team runs out? What's that about?
It's hustling backwards.
Okay, I was trying to make it make sense, but I'm like,
no, it's another. And here's another example of hustling backwards. A fan reached out to Kellen Sampson via X, Twitter, and asked, "Will there be jerseys like this for men's basketball?" Kellen replied, "Working on it." I replied, "But will they be available for purchase?" Crickets.
No, crickets. I think you know what? Again, I'm going back to what's U of H law, Bates. Was it the Bates Law School? Is that the name of the U of H law school? Bates, I believe it is.
Oh, I don't know. I know it's Bauer Business College. That's where I'm from. That's all.
Yeah.
That's where
now, well, regardless of whether it's South Texas, but you mean to tell me that all those studious lawyers that they produced over there, I know they had to study copyright infringement. Somebody had to be on top of the ball somewhere.
Sure. I would hope so. So it was just a fail. They dropped the ball. Missed opportunity, money gone. So over and over, money gone there. But on a brighter note, once again, Houston won.
Yep.
They beat a good UTSA team, 17-14. Defense was solid, not great, solid, until the fourth quarter when they gave up that 94-yard drive to get the score to 17-14 with 5 minutes and change left. And I was like, boy, it'd be a shame if they lose this game. To lead all this way, 3 interceptions for Frank Harris. Now they got the 94-yard drive. They're going to find a way to lose this game. But the offense, the last 5:35, kept the ball. Ran out the clock, kept the ball. And Jeff Traylor, who I respect, he's still a little salty based on what I saw earlier today. Still salty for some reason about the bad spot that Donovan Smith, the refs gave Donovan Smith. It was third down. That's important. Now, it was third down. It was 3rd and 3. Donovan Smith spun, landed, elbow landed. I thought the elbow landed for first down. The referee lineman initially said he was short. So they decided to measure. Third down, Willie. Third down.
Third down.
UTSA called their last time out. That surprised me because I thought under 2 minutes it'd be a booth review to check the spot.
Yeah.
Nope. They called third time out. They come out, do the measurement from one angle of the camera, looked like it was like 2 inches short. So Jeff Traylor's like, hey, yeah, it's short. It's short. We're good. It's short. And he was acting like it was fourth down, it's UTSA ball. The announcers, Robert Smith and Chris Myers, like it's fourth down. Oh, UTSA gonna get the ball. I'm like, no, it's third down. What are y'all doing? It's still third down.
Mm-hmm.
Then they brought the ball to the middle of the field, spotted it. Oh, first down. Jeff Taylor's like, what the hell? What? So he was still upset about that today. And I'm like, yeah, I said Saturday in post game, hey, if the Cougs got some power four love, hey, so be it. Big boys, get appreciation, whatever. But it would have still been fourth down in like an inch.
Yeah.
An inch or two at the most. I mean, it was big. You could barely put a paper in between the chain and the ball. So I choose to believe Donovan Smith could have fell forward and picked up an inch to ice the game that way. Jeff Taylor didn't want to look at it like that. Hey, well, you're 0-1. So take it up with whoever want to take it up with. You're 0-1. Take that L, like the kids say. Take that L and move on. Anyhow, Cougs won. It's a great crowd. It wasn't a sellout like I thought it would be. 38,000, 37, 8.
Wait
62.
Wait a minute. Hold up.
There
wasn't 44,000 in that stadium?
40,000 max, Eddie. 40,000 is max.
Yeah, but I could squeeze in 4 more thousand. Just put them on the rampart.
Not a UH. Not AD. This is the same school that can't sell merch. So they can't. They can't fit in 4,000 people at TDECU. They can do that. They can fit in like 1,000 at Fertitta because they've done that. They've gone over capacity like 8 times this past season at Fertitta to break records over and over again.
So the question so I'm just looking down the road. If they didn't get 38, so are the Cougars that's going to be when Texas show up? Are they going to keep their tickets or go sell them?
Oh, many of them were sold already for UTSA. It were on the market for sale. They were bought, but folks trying to get that money. TCU game will probably be a sellout, actual sellout, because the first game in the Big 12, and plus TCU will buy up tickets, buy them on the third-party market or whatever. But yeah, that'll probably be 40,000. Longhorn game will be a sellout, no question. Honestly, 38,000 for UTSA in the heat on a September 2nd for Houston and its fickle fans is damn good. And the Astros are playing the Yankees downtown as well. So it's like 80,000 people downtown for Astros and the Cougs. That's pretty good for this city. See, you take it where you can get it. So I'm gonna take that as a W. They got to do better. They got to do a better job marketing, promotions, keep winning. Coach Holgerson has said over and over the last couple of weeks, he realizes, he understands he has to do his part to put out a good product on the field. He acknowledges that. He said it again today, Brother Gibson. I was at the press conference today.
Nice.
I can attend those, just not games, and presser is available on ESPN Plus.
What was his beverage of choice today?
Water. Well, it was a bottle of water.
Okay. So no more.
I don't know what was in the bottle, but it was a bottle of water.
Okay.
A water bottle.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
Similar to what you're drinking right now. Similar to that.
You mean he didn't have a brand turnaround? Or
he got it right. So.
Oh, okay. All right. Jeez.
Folks talking sports, chiding them last year. I think they got that part right.
All right. I'm just asking. Asking.
Yes.
Or as the kids say, I was asking. Yeah.
So, but I asked Coach Holgerson 3 questions. One about Rice, one about whether he likes to spread the ball around on offense or go to have like one or two receivers based on matchups. And then, of course, I had to ask him, I'm a hype man for marketing, apparently, because my other colleagues don't think like I do media-wise. I want to get Dana's thoughts on, he said Saturday, after the game Saturday, they had over 200 recruits at the game.
Oh.
So I asked him today if he got feedback from the recruits about the crowd, the big crowd, the atmosphere, the whole vibe. He said, oh, yeah. We had some of the kids come to the locker room. They were hyped up, excited. They love uniforms. I'm like, oh, Lord, they love uniforms. Until they couldn't even buy them. But anyway, but they love uniforms. So it's great to see. But he said it was one step. Got to continue it. Got to continue winning. Continue having the big crowds. Don't make this a one-time thing. That clip is on Houston Roundball via YouTube. It should be a clip at uhcougars.com. Not the whole thing on, finally, Houston Cougars Athletics YouTube, formerly UH Content Solutions. Whew. So got rid of that. But that clip should be on their platform in your mind. Because mine, I put it on Shorts, I put it on Threads, I put it on the Gram, I put it on X. I'm going to get mine out there. I'm going to get mine. Because the recruits loved it. Coach Hogerson said yes. It was great to see the fans there. Come back to see us. All that. Positivity. Going for it. This is step one in what we want to be a big-time program. He said that. So UH marketing, UH media, run with that. Put it on Twitter. You take my voice out if you want to. That's okay. My voice is already on my platforms. I'm going to do mine. But take my voice out if you want to. Have the coach say, this is what we want going forward for every home game. Recruits see this. Recruits appreciate this. This is what they want to see. This is big-time football. This is what it looks like. Sellout crowds. That's what we want. Hint, hint, hint. But Rice lost to Texas on Saturday, 37-10. Played well for a half. Defense played well.
Concur. I concur. The defensive
line, I think, will give the Cougs offensive line some problems for a quarter, if not the first half. I'm still not convinced about UH's offensive line. Just not yet. Turnover there, new coach, new O-line coach. But Rice got some players. Braylon Carroll, DB Carroll, back from ACL, I think ACL last year. Young fella he's a load. He's a load. He might say hi to Donovan Smith a couple of times if they're not careful. But Rice, they don't have the talent. They don't have the depth that Houston does. So it's a game the Cougs should win. But all those things, it's a rivalry. I'm going to now shift gears.
The last rivalry, too, for the Bayou Bucket, because
it's the Bayou Bucket. Well, they want to continue. That's one thing Coach Hogerson added again today.
They might want to.
He wants to continue playing Rice every year. If it's up to him, his preference would be UH plays Rice every year. A.D. Moore.
Yes, sir.
Willy Gibson.
Indeed. Yes, sir.
Miss Wanda Pope, Tony M. Joe Mendez, watching us on YouTube and Facebook. Calford, Stanford, and SMU. Shout out to Coach Toyell Wilson, who I interviewed 2 weeks ago on the lunch break before it was official that SMU was joining the ACC. Those three schools are now members of the, what is it now? What's we call it? The Atlantic Coast Conference.
Yeah.
The All Coast Conference. There we go. The All Coast Conference.
Yeah. That.
Calford, I guess. Miss Condoleezza Rice had her way, pulled her weight. They're now members. They're staying in a Power 5. SMU, from all reports, is going to go 9 years, Mr. Moore, Mr. Gibson, 9 years without media rights money.
I still
Make
don't
it make
believe,
sense to me.
I still don't believe that report though. I do not believe. I don't care who you are, and remember, Bill Clements when he was the chairman of the board at SMU, and
Yep.
when they continued had to pay the players, and he acknowledged that Bill Clements is dead, guys. So I don't know if he still got some of his estate money that's filling the coffers at SMU. I can't fathom a school not giving up 9 years of revenue money. I mean, they wouldn't do that at the Big Horseshoe. Would they, Willie?
Absolutely not.
Come on.
Oh no, Miss Wanda. It went from 7 to 9. It's now 9 years.
9.
Foregoing 9 years of revenue from the media rights deal. 9
just to go
years.
to the ACC?
To go to the ACC,
No.
which might still lose, which gets into another part of discussion.
Clemson,
Florida
Carolina.
State, Clemson, and Carolina.
Yeah.
Your thoughts on, especially Florida State. They're not an AAU member. Florida, University of Florida, I cannot see, based on with all this realignment talk, anything's possible now, but I cannot see University of Florida saying, oh yeah, we're good with them coming to the SEC. Oh yeah, no, I can't see that happening, but
No.
I can't see the Big Ten saying, oh yeah, we want y'all.
Well, let me say this. I'll say the Big Ten will take Carolina and Virginia.
That's where I'm going.
Yeah.
I see them taking them.
Yeah.
Even Miami.
Yeah.
But I can't see them taking Florida State.
No.
So if it's not the Big Ten, and then it's not the SEC, where are they gonna go to make their money?
The Pac-12.
Where is this, Mr. Moore? Where is this puff money? I forgot to email you the article I read, but more private funds money started to trickle into college athletics. But where as Joe says right here, the ACC might not be there in 9 years.
Right.
Well, we know the Pac-12 is gone after this year. And
I saw something.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Will.
13-0. 13-0.
Yeah.
Undefeated.
But check this. You tell me what you guys think about this. NCAA bylaws, the conference has to have 8 members, right?
Right.
But a conference has 2 years to get to that number. So conceivably, Oregon State and Washington State can, for 2 years, make their own schedule and go out and recruit 6 new members to get to 8 and keep the Pac-12 vibrant.
So
they could do that. But
so what you saying? They're gonna go to the WAC? They're gonna go to the WAC and raid the WAC?
The
Mountain West.
Mountain West. The WAC.
Yeah.
But see, the thing is with that scenario, and it is possible, but with that, they still have to do, unlike George Kliavkoff, they still need to get a media rights deal first.
Right.
Because what schools in the Mountain West or the American would decide to go to what is right now the Pac-2 on a pipe dream and say, oh yeah, we'll join y'all. Oh yeah. What did Fox, ESPN say? What did Amazon say? How much are they going to give us? We don't know yet. Oh, then why are you calling me?
Right.
Well, once we form the conference, get to 8, then we're going to go to them and no. So right now I'm getting 8 from the American. I know I'm getting that. I know that I'm getting 8 million right now from the American. For Mountain West, I'm getting 4 or 5. So tell me what I'm going to get from Amazon, Apple, Fox, ESPN. We don't know. So again, why are you calling me? Don't waste my time until you know what we are going to get.
Kris, what was the question that I posed to the commissioner of the American Athletic Conference when we had our sit down with him about what entity that nobody act like they didn't wanted to?
Oh, yeah, you asking about the private funds, yeah.
Yeah, that's private fund, and particularly, what about the Saudi political?
Well, Saudi Arabia, well, that part of it, I don't see the Saudis going after the Pac-2. because there's nothing there.
No, but if they made the PGA capitulate, okay, if they made the PGA capitulate, I guarantee you there's enough sloveness in between college athletics right now that somebody will roll over and get rubbed on their stomach real quick for some money from the Saudis.
But I'm saying it won't be Washington State or Oregon State.
It won't
be them.
No, it won't be them. But
now, at some point, it might be the All Coast Conference. It might be Florida State. Might be somebody like that. But it won't be Oregon State and Washington State. The Saudis may have no morals. They may have no scruples. But they know money. And they're like, Oregon State.
When you got $600 billion, when you sitting on a nest egg of $600 billion,
but why give that to Tulane?
No.
And Oregon State and Washington State and Boise State. They're not gonna do that.
No, they're not
gonna
do
that.
To
Michigan, Ohio State, the big boys. They do that, and that might happen in the near future.
I think that's more of a reality and more of an immediate future, which I would say within the next, 18 to 24 months, if not sooner.
I won't go that far because it's still. I've seen the article. I saved. I'll send it to you because there's still a lot of hoops. Because especially for public institutions, private institutions, that's a little bit different. You have less hoops to jump through, but public wise, you got to go through a lot more hoops to do all that. Anyway. Stanford and Cal, high academic institutions, traveling, as Joe Mendez says, hella road trips for Calford.
Yep.
Because of football, they are so big on academics, I thought, they claim. But they said, oh, no, yeah, we got all this other money. But no, we love the prestige of being in a an autonomy conference. Mr. Gibson.
Yeah.
I find it difficult to believe that these presidents, chancellors, these professors of higher academics, these elite, so-called elite, sit around smoking their cigars, drinking their wine, or whatever they are doing. And you saying, well, it's great to be in the Big Ten, or it's great to be in the ACC. It's so important to us and some of them, y'all are in what? I thought we were part of the AAU. I thought this was academic discussion. Oh, no. Oh, no. See, that's where you're getting it wrong. We need that money. We need that prestige. So we got to continue to suck on that tit of the football gravy train because before it runs out. Oh, so you're one of those people. I thought you were an academician. Oh, no. What gave you that idea? Well, I thought you were this, that. Oh, well, money talks. That's where I am with all this. That's Stanford, based on the U.S. News World Report, based on whatever academic rating you want to use, the best institution academic outside of the Ivy League.
Yeah.
Sold for football. And the football program has been good in years.
Yeah.
Years.
Decades.
A decade. And Cal receives more money from the student fees than any other university in the country.
Yep.
So where are y'all getting this money from to pay for, as Joe Mendez says, pay for these trips? Where is this coming from? Because you're taking a pay cut to join the ACC.
All I know is the Big Ten had a bag for both Cal and Stanford. You're getting at $30 million per, increasing $1 million per year for the 6 subsequent years.
Oh, not $8 million?
No, 30. Beginning at $30 million. 30 in year 1, 31 in year 2, so on and so forth. through year 7.
Because
and then when the
wasn't
new
that a
deal came,
$7 billion deal, Willie?
right? That
Yeah,
so
okay.
they didn't get full share, right?
Right.
Full share, I believe it's 78 million. Full share is 78 million. So they got a little less than a third. Beginning.
So about the similar to what Oregon and
Similar,
Washington
right,
would get.
exactly.
Right.
Similar to Oregon and Washington. Exactly. The bag was there. The background was done. Because remember, Kevin Warren, when he did his research, he did research on 6 Pac-12 schools. Oregon, Washington. He also did research on UCLA, USC. And then lastly, he did research on Cal and Stanford. So the deal was done. The bag was sitting on the table. For whatever reason, they chose to leave it.
I want y'all's thoughts on this. I forgot the president of Cal's name. My apologies. To say that, well, the ACC is considering, or it's being discussed to have neutral site meetings or games taking place in Dallas because it's a central location in the country to reduce travel. Okay, so just to eliminate home field advantage, home advantage for anybody. And y'all think that's a good idea?
Not gonna happen.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's not gonna happen. You think Clemson? You think Clemson gonna give up their home field? North Carolina.
Florida State, that's what I'm saying.
North Carolina's gonna give up their home field advantage.
So the Cal president said this publicly.
Dr. Michael Drake.
And treat it like it was a good idea. Like, oh yeah, this is how we're gonna accommodate the travel and make it easier on the student assets. We're gonna meet in the middle of the country in Dallas
for the conference championship game, right?
No. Other sports.
No. If it's not the conference championship game, nobody's giving up their home field. Nobody's gonna give up their home court. That's not happening.
The president of Cal is Dr. Michael Drake.
But that shows you how out of touch the presidents and chancellors are at these higher academic institutions. Mr. Gibson?
Shall I talk about Dr. Michael Drake? And excuse my exclamation. The reason for my exclamation is, and I'll keep saying it, the president of the University of California is Dr. Michael Drake.
Mm-hmm.
He's an optometrist from San Francisco.
Okay.
How do I know all this about the University of California president? Because Dr. Michael Drake is formerly the president of The Ohio State University.
Oh.
I say formerly because he is the president who made the decision to suspend Urban Meyer 3 football games for a discretion made by his wide receivers coach, Zach Smith. There was a situation where Zach Smith had a domestic violence situation with his former wife. Urban Meyer brought Zach Smith from Florida. Zach Smith is the grandson of former Ohio State football coach Earl Bruce, who is a mentor to Urban Meyer. And Urban brought Zach in as a favor to Coach Bruce. Zach has his issue with his wife. Urban sweeps it under the rug. He and G. Smith meet, decide they'll handle it internally, and it's never to be heard from again until a public record request is made and the police report surfaces. So all that being said, just in the background, Dr. Michael Drake at the time overruled the Ohio State Board of Trustees and made a decision to suspend Urban Meyer. I lied to you not. I told my colleagues.
Did Gene Smith didn't he get set down too, Willie?
Yes, both
of them got set down.
Right. I told my colleagues in that press conference that Wednesday night, to quote the late, great orator Craig Mack, he will not be around next year. He will not be around next year. You don't go against the board of trustees and suspend the football coach because you're the president and you want to let people know I'm the man. I'm the straw that stirs the drink. 12 months later, he retired. So that's what was kind of confusing when I saw that. I'm like, Oh, he retired, but now he's the president at Cal Berkeley. Oh, okay.
Well, that's why he's not in the Big Ten. Well, he didn't want to mess with y'all.
Yeah.
So,
well, we had to let him know.
No, that's why
Yeah, that's why he's taking $8 million instead of $30 million. So that's why.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah.
All right. In these closing moments, I want to say this. Miss Wanda, Joe, Mr. Willy Gibson, Mr. A.D. Moore. The Houston Cougars men's basketball team had an official visit by a 4-star young man this weekend.
Okay.
It was hush-hush. He arrived on September 1st, left on September 3rd. He had already made, I believe, 2 unofficial visits. His name is Chase McCarty, 6'5", 200. One of the handful of unsigned class of 24 top players remaining. I'm mentioning that here on Folks Talking Sports because that's what we do here on Folks Talking Sports. Maybe one other place where you see any mention of Chase McCarty making an official visit here in Houston this past weekend. Folks Talking Sports is now number 2. And I promise you that first person ain't in here in Houston. Okay? So one more time, Miss Wanda, Joe Mendez, Tony M., you're hearing it here. The Houston Roundball Review presents Folks Talking Sports. Chase McCarty, 4-star basketball player, Chase McCarty, took his official visit to the Houston Cougars this past weekend. Already visited Tennessee. May have a couple, and he's doing the smart thing that I recommend to all the youngsters. You got 5 officials, take all 5. Take all 5. Make them pay for your way. Take all 5.
Hey, make sure one of them the University of Hawaii. Why not?
Hey.
I'm just saying.
Hey,
Ms.
I ain't
Wanda
mad at you.
So, yeah, Miss Wanda putting out. Is that why you saw Kellen heading to Fertitta on Saturday? You said it. I didn't. I'm just saying. Chase was in town. He has not, as of this morning, posted clips of his visit. This visit. He posted clips of one of his unofficial visits last year on his gram. I feel like I'm young now, Willie.
Hey,
his gram. I got to adjust. I'm trying to get that 4 million on the gram now. I got the 4 million on YouTube.
Yes, sir.
So, yes, so keep that in mind. Chase McCarty made one of his 5 officials. He was here in town at the University of Houston men's basketball program. He can play. He got skills. Now, I'm not going to say, because I don't know which way he's leaning. I'll just say this, Brother Gibson. I'm saying all what I just said for a reason.
I know you are. I listen, I know you well. So I get it. Can I say one thing? Because I know I come at Houston a lot.
Go ahead.
I come at Houston a lot, and I just want to show love to the Texans. I know, AD, this is your man. I apologize. I hope I'm not stepping on your line.
Go ahead, sir.
I just want to show love to the Texans because I saw where they announced their captains today, and shout out to Laramie Tunsil and shout out to Jimmy Ward and help me with the name. Jalen, is it Petrie?
Petrie, yeah.
Jalen Petrie, and then the last one, rookie. I think it's Coleridge Bernard Stroud IV. Mama called him CJ. So rookie quarterback from The Ohio State University, CJ Stroud.
Is that where he's from? Is that where he's from?
Somebody told me that. I think I saw that Saturday during the Buckeye game. Yeah.
Wait. We went all the way around Laramie Tunsil just
Yeah.
just get back to CJ.
He built it up.
I like that. Hey,
yeah, that was
no
tease.
problem. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It's all love.
Go ahead.
I gotta show people from Houston love because I know
that's how you do it in media. You build it up, build up the storyline, and then get to the money shot. There you go. So
yeah. So that's it.
And Mr. Moore.
Yes, sir.
I believe. And what's his government name, Mr. Gibson? What's his name again?
Coleridge Bernard Stroud IV.
Mr. Moore, I believe you are going to be in Baltimore this weekend to see Coleridge.
Yes, I will. I'm planning on being at M&T Bank Stadium. I think that's the name of a bank, the sponsoring bank of the stadium. I mean, they're not paying no advertising fee down here, but I'm planning. I will be there Sunday afternoon when the Texans kick off for the D'Amico Ryans Shown Up series kickoff for real then. But even like D'Amico said today in the presser, which I got it's out there on Instagram, X, you name it. He said, hey, and he said, I'm not putting pressure on any of my players. He said, because they asked him how's he feeling. He said, I'm prepared for this. I'm ready for this. And I'm ready to go. He said, I'm not putting no pressure on any of my players, especially the young guys, because I'm not putting pressure on myself. He said, I'm gonna do the best job I can, and we're gonna go play. So
and will there be a post game show, sir?
Yes, sir. There will definitely be a post game show at Max Corner. It will be originate either from Baltimore or either from Fairfax, Virginia. One of the two places. Depending on once we get through with interview, post game, and everything, post game show will be going and brought to you by the Ken Ross Agency. And the Ken Ross Agency again this year has stepped up to the plate and will be sponsoring the post-game shows for the whole season again.
Let me see if I can do this. Keep on talking, AD Moore. I'll give you some more shine here. Let's see if we can do this here.
Yeah, because that's it. And hey, man, and I'm like Kris, like you, Willie. Hey, we down here hustling, man. We looking because believe it or not, United, American, Delta, these flights aren't cheap.
Yeah.
They are not cheap. Even when you get them ahead 21 days ahead of schedule, and if you go like from Tuesday night into Wednesday morning, which is supposed, quote unquote, supposed to be the cheapest time, and they still not giving them away. But no, we again, man, we're looking forward. We're looking forward to the second season, man, and got a few extra surprises we're gonna throw out there. In fact, I'm working on some. I'll just put it like this: it'll be announced probably once I clear something out. I might have some Wednesday night, a special tribute Wednesday night coming out, but I'll let that once I get it confirmed.
And it's Ad Max Corner, right, sir?
Yes, it is.
All right, and that's on Instagram and YouTube, right?
Yes, it is. And
right there, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Let me do it this way, get more profound for the folks, the Ad Max Corner. But yes, so Mr. Moore will be on the road with the Texans this weekend. I will be at Rice this Saturday for the Cougs Rice for the Bayou Bucket matchup, 6 p.m. Central Time. Mr. Gibson, Central Time. The game, I believe, will be on the NFL Network.
It is.
I think.
I plan on trying to watch a little bit.
So watch a little bit of that. I'm curious to see how many folks will be in attendance from UH and as well as Rice. Miss Wanda, let me know if you're going to be there, because if you are, let me know and I'll come say hi. But yes, one more again, using my slang, one more again, the Houston Roundball Review YouTube channel.
How many views?
Has over 4 million views.
4
million views.
4 million.
So, all right, Miss Wanda said she will be there. Look forward to that. Thank you very much, Miss Wanda. I will see you Saturday. Tony M., thank you as always for your support.
All right, bro. Appreciate it.
Spread the word as well.
Hey, I'm gonna be in Cleveland at the Browns Bengals game.
I was gonna ask you where you gonna be on this Sunday, coming Sunday.
Yeah, this Sunday I'll be in Cleveland Browns Stadium. No sponsorship at the moment. So it's back to Cleveland Browns Stadium. for the season opener, the Cleveland Browns versus the Cincinnati Bengals.
And
Will
got you
I'm
right there, Will.
gonna talk to y'all off thing because I'm thinking about I'm gonna catch your Bengals game because the Texans come up there for the Bengals on the 12th November.
Well, yeah, we'll talk.
Okay, all right.
Yep.
Excellent. Rolling. All three of us rolling. Come aboard this train, people. Come aboard this train. Advertise with Folks Talking Sports. Buy you some merch. Let me see. I don't have. I got. Let me see here. Working on the FTS. Got the mug right there. Order that mug.
Nice.
Get to you. Buy. Click on the link in the video if you're watching on YouTube. Buy that product. Should be available now. If not, click on the Linktree link. Got a link. Linktree is nice. I must say, I'm very impressed with Linktree. Got links to all of it, of the merch that's available right now. The FTS mug, the Roundball Review mug, the Let's Talk Houston Rockets mug, T-shirts, tank tops. Got to get these revenue streams flowing. Kind of dry right now. It's kind of a drought, but the drought might be ending.
Won't be long now.
Won't be long. Got a meeting lined up this week. Couple of meetings lined up this week. Follow up next week. As Joe says right here, catch the train to 5 million views. That's right.
Yep.
Indeed. Because it's not even Rocket season yet. Come aboard this train because UH Coogs basketball will be the first year in the Big 12.
Hey.
Media days next month, and I'm planning to do some things in Big 12. Y'all better watch out because y'all don't know who I know in the Big 12. Y'all going to find out. Y'all going to find out who I know in the Big 12. U.S. women's basketball made the news today.
Okay.
Thanks to a source. Send me the tweet. Got the Cougs women's team made the top 5 of a player. And oh my gosh, I feel old because I saw her dad play in high school. Ooh, boy. Let's see. Let me get her first name right. Last name is Sneed. Kendall Sneed announced her top 5. And it's La Tech, Lamar, UH, Tulane, and Texas State. Kendall Sneed, her dad, Omar Sneed, was a bad man. Ooh, he was a bad man. Omar
Sneed got a daughter that's getting ready to go to college.
Yes, yeah.
Ugh.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. But Willy Gibson, Omar is on the staff at Lamar.
Oh, well, say less.
Okay, notice what I said about the top 5. La Tech, Lamar,
say less.
UH, Texas State, and Tulane.
Yeah.
So we'll see who she ends up choosing.
Yeah.
I'm just putting it out there.
Yeah.
But we're going to wrap it up. Thank you everybody for those who watched us on a Monday edition
Labor Day Monday.
Folks Talking Sports, Labor Day Monday. Willy Gibson, I'm going to give you the floor. Going to give you the big screen.
Uh-oh.
How can folks find you? And we are going to have, I don't know about this, Tony M. Tune in for Houston Rockets basketball first year in the playoffs since James Harden.
Well, you talking about what? We talking about like 4 years from now?
Yeah, what year is that, Tony? What year is that? Yeah, is that 24? What year?
Yeah.
I think it might be 25.
Hey.
Not this season, but yeah, I don't know about not this season. Willy Gibson.
Yes, sir.
The floor is yours.
Thank you, gentlemen. As always, appreciate the opportunity. You can find me at Will Gibson 7 as the crawl goes by on X. I'm Twitter, doggone. You can find me on Twitter at Will Gibson 7, Instagram at Will Gibson 7, and Facebook on Will Knows at Will Knows.
All right, I understand. I respect you, sir, for that. All right, Brother Moore.
Yes, sir.
The world is yours, sir.
Well, as you've already alluded to it, at AdMax Corner on YouTube, AdMax Corner Instagram, X, Twitter. I go back and forth. They haven't sent me my money for me to continue to call it X, but whatever the case might be. AD_Moore64. And also, in my own personal, my Facebook, I'm just Adolphus Moore on Facebook, but that's okay. But you get to see all of it. And For long, I think I'm gonna have threads hooked up and ready to roll too. But right now, for a fact that I am on Instagram and I got everything else. It is tied. In fact, the Instagram is tying right into the Facebook, so everything is moving along quite well. And I think one of the better moves we made with Instagram and then going with the YouTube shorts, it really turned a lot of eyeballs that way. But I appreciate it. Thank everyone for looking, seeing. Be prepared. Be on the lookout for something coming up Wednesday if I can get everything pulled off, and then be prepared for the Texans post game on not only my YouTube channel but on the Houston Roundball channel, and either it's going to be on X or Facebook. One of the third rails of our enterprise, fledgling enterprise, is moving on.
Thank you, Mr. Moore. I am KG Kris Gardner of the Houston Roundball Review, as well as Folks Talking Sports. Folks Talking Sports is on the gram and threads. You see it there on the screen. Folks Talking Sports. And, of course, the Houston Roundball Review. Thank you to the youngsters keeping up with the Houston Roundball Review on the gram, threads, and TikTok. I'm starting to get folks on TikTok. TikTok is a different animal. I'm seeing videos in my mentions. I'm like, okay, I didn't follow that person. But stuff popping up on my whatever. Yeah. Well, you can follow me there as well on TikTok at Houston Roundball Review. But here, Folks Talking Sports, IG and threads at Folks Talking Sports. Go to those platforms to watch the clips from Coach Dana Holgorsen, his answer to my 3 questions from today's media session. That's also available on ESPN Plus, Big 12 Now on ESPN Plus, but also on threads, Instagram, and of course on the Houston Roundball Review YouTube channel, as well as on the brand new Folks Talking Sports YouTube channel. And who knows, maybe one day get up to 4 million views on the Folks Talking Sports YouTube channel. I'm putting it out there in the universe. So, putting everybody back on the screen. Thank you to A.D. Moore, Willy Gibson for their comments, insight, and opinions. Thank you to Joe Mendez, Tony M., Miss Wanda Polk, T.I. for chiming in their comments.
T.I.
on
Tip?
Yep. Not that tip, because if it was that tip, I'd say tip. Hit a brother up on the ground. Because, that could be you right up there in the upper right. Okay. You're right here. You can say T.I. T.I., whatever you want to say, T.I. for Talking Sports. You got us. You could, hey, make it happen, T.I. If you that T.I. T.I-7791.
Okay, fair enough.
And at some point, yes, I will get back to Let's Talk Houston Rockets. We'll get into that discussion as well. Might even be doing some other things on a weeknight basis. Big 12, y'all gonna find out. I'm just saying, y'all gonna find out. Some things in the works. If they happen, y'all gonna find out who I know. But all right, as always, in conclusion, the Houston, and of course, watch on YouTube, the channel on Facebook, follow at the website, HoustonRoundballReview.com. The Houston Roundball Review since 1994. Local name, global perspective. Y'all take care. Peace.